G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of My Time at Sandrock. We have no time to lose here as we are going to get the Day of Memories started. So let's get to the front of the City Hall and see what's up.
Welcome all. For some of the new folks among us, I shall be reviving the age-old tradition of regaling y'all with the origins of our fine celebration. The Day of Memories is a festival celebrated all across the free cities. Some folk have different ways of celebrating, but the fundamentals remain. We all are aiming not to forget about those who came before us, paving the way. But the Day of Memories is not just about sorrow, not only about loss, though it did begin as the result of a rather tragic event. Indeed, we aim not to mourn the absence of those since passed, but rather to honor their memory and look forward to the future. Like most things, we Sandrockers like to do things a little differently around here. Back when Martel had just discovered the oasis, it wasn't that long removed from the Age of Darkness, when people were still cowering underground. Martel thought to organize a game not unlike hide and seek to finally take advantage of the freedom offered by the vastness of the above. She had people hang lanterns all across the forest around the oasis to tell our ancestors, as well as people traveling the desert, that we're here and we're doing well. We'll continue that tradition today. Let our tears and joy resonate across the desert. Let our departed ones know, with one voice, our one message, and that's that we're still here. Come, let us bow our heads and take a moment of silence in remembrance of those not with us to celebrate today. Now, without further ado, let the Day of Memories festivities begin!
Okay. So we've got an hour and 59 minutes before we actually do that ghost hunt thing, I think. So we already took a look at some of the rules, but I suppose with an hour and 50 minutes or so, we should be able to do a few different things before actually participating in these festivities. Yeah, particularly I'm concerned about getting these perfect bronze blades prepared for good old Chi. So let's see what we can do. I mean, potentially all of our machines are still chugging along, and we might not really be able to do too much, but we'll check. So I think we need possibly one more copper gear here. I'm just gonna see if I can pick up the copper that's ready, and we'll convert some more copper here. So yeah, we just need the one additional copper gear. Let's take a look at whether or not we can make the copper gear into outstanding, perfect copper gears. I think we can. Quartz is actually going to be a bit of an issue. We do need some more quartz. I can't remember where we get the quartz normally. Let me just check on whether or not we can get quartz from any of this stuff here. No. Okay. Let's just take a look at that once more. So we can either get it from the quarry, and I guess a quarry means something like the Eufaula mines, potentially. We could get it from ore refineries, so ore refining. Or the Civil Core store. I don't recall seeing that, but perhaps maybe that's going to be our ticket out of this, because if we don't have enough quartz, we're not going to be able to make that one perfect gear. And if that's the case, we won't really be able to make the perfect bronze blades. So yeah, little did I know that picking up that commission willy-nilly was going to cause all of this trouble. I really should be paying attention to the quality of the things that we need to make for those commissions. So let's take a look. Okay, right. So we can only really get that once we've got whatever these things are. This currency. So got a real issue here. Let's take a look at how long we've got left on that commission. 1 day, 21 hours. So potentially we could just participate in this ghost hunt, and once we're done, maybe we might have some time to go into the Eufaula mines. You're a ghost. The game will start shortly. Alright. So, how do I disguise myself? Okay. Alright, so I can... I'm not sure who's like a ghost hunter. It's a bad hiding spot. Okay. We do need to keep an eye out on those things that we have to pick up as well. Those tokens. Okay, this is a great hiding spot. I remember now. So there's these sort of... Oh, I got caught, apparently. Damn it. Okay. Collect ghost badges. So, hang on. I'm a ghost again, I think. And this is a good hiding spot, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, we still have 1 more minute to hide. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from just, like, grabbing all of these tokens right now, right? $40 seconds. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on the mechanics of this game, guys, but I know we need all them tokens, so just trying to grab as many as we can before we actually need to hide. Okay, well, we've got 10 seconds. So So why don't we hide right now? So hiding spot. Okay. Oh, man. Alright. Second round, so we got 15 badges. Unsure is leading at the moment, but... Alright, so... Now we're hunting ghosts. It says that you could play some kind of a game to... Ah, here we go. Yeah, we can play games now. Match the bubbles to the right color. Shoot a ball into 3 or more of the same color to make them disappear. Pop a ghost detector bubble to get one to use in the ghost hunting game. When this is full, more bubbles will appear. If you get all the ghost detectors, more will appear. Get as many ghost detectors as you can while the ghosts are hiding. Okay. We've got a minute and 20 seconds or so to do it. Alright, I see. Very nice. Okay, we've got 6 ghost detectors to use now. So... Okay, we've still got a little bit of time, actually. The search begins. Okay. Let's go. Suppose I should be looking at certain, like, crates and stuff like that to sort of see if they might be ghosts. Okay. It doesn't seem like it's working there. Nice. Okay. What about this one? Nope. Okay, victory. Did I? Oh yeah, I actually got to the top, or maybe I just got to the top in that that round. So maybe this is the first round of the actual ghost hunting. Okay, I see. So another round of ghost hunting, I suppose. So let's play some more games, get some more of these ghost hunting torches. Oh no. Very nice. Do that. Great. Okay, I've got 11 to use. It's actually quite nice. Alright, so... Gotta check the areas where they might hide in. Let's try this. Okay, nice. Ooh. What about this? Nice. Can't get away from me, Pen. There's stuff moving around here. I'm not entirely sure if this could be it. Oh yeah, okay. No. Okay. No one hiding there. Okay. Yes, we did really well actually, even the second round. Alright. Do we get any goodies? Lantern Festival begins at 12 o'clock. Alright. So I guess everyone's gonna have like dark circles around their eyes tomorrow. Because this lantern thing's only happening at 12, so... Cooper better not make any like snarky comments at us. I swear. So the Lantern Festival is probably gonna happen here. We've got 20 seconds to kill here. Let me just do some stuff. Let's grab the gear and let's process that gear. Or all of the gears, actually, into the perfect versions. Yep, take the new stats. We really need this quartz. But we'll address that after the Lantern Festival. We'll go into the Eufaula Mines immediately after this. So let's check out what this lantern thing is all about. Launch the wishing lantern. Launch the wishing. Lantern started? What? Oh wow, okay. There you go. Everyone's just dishing out lanterns everywhere. Did I even get a lantern to contribute? Or am I just supposed to stick around here to watch? I think I'm probably just supposed to be here to watch this whole thing unfold. It's quite nice though. The Lantern Festival. I know there are a lot of cultures in Asia that do something like this. In fact, I've been, as I said before, in my travels to Japan, I've seen lantern festivals there, and yeah, it's really, really beautiful. One downside of lantern festivals, though, is the fact that really they do cause a little bit of rubbish, though. So that's the downside. Unless there's a way you can sort of collect all of the lanterns later on. But they sort of travel a little bit too far for you to be able to consistently get all of them and dispose of them. I wonder if these guys just continually throw these lanterns out. I mean, how late are people going to be hanging out for? Oh, hang on. Here we go. I didn't even realize these lanterns were here. Let's take this one. And yeah, let's launch ours. There we go. Nice. Is that a koi fish, possibly? Can we do another one? Okay, maybe everyone else was like just waiting for me to launch my lantern. Anyway, look, we better sleep because it is getting late, and I think I'll go to the Eufaula mines first thing in the morning. We'll try and find that quartz, and then we'll go from there. Actually, sorry, before we do go to sleep, I'm just gonna see if we can, you know, keep things running here. So the mechanical scrap, that's still going, that's fine. But we should actually get all these furnaces continuing their work. Glass, why not? And marble brick. Yeah, I suppose we... Oh, actually no, we can't make any more. We want to make some bricks. Maybe. You know, since we're already past 12 o'clock anyway, so it's like, why not? Why not continue a little bit more work, right? Our character just said, I need to sleep earlier tonight. I agree. Alright, so let's autofill. And looks like things are still running. Something in the mail here, let's just have a read from the church. Citizens of Sandrock, I have been informed by the Ataran government that the train service to Sandrock will cease indefinitely due to the damage to the train tracks and bridge caused by the Giegler lizardmen roaming the area across the Shonash Canyon Bridge. This directly affects our water supply as half of our water comes via the Tara Sandrock rail link. A town meeting will be held at 6 o'clock today to discuss how to deal with these events. Oh my goodness, alright. It's one thing after the other in this town. So at 6 o'clock, we've got a meeting. We've got this commission that we need to desperately try to complete. We've got actually a day and 9 hours. So technically speaking, even if I don't complete it today, we might actually still have a chance to do it tomorrow. But I'm not taking any chances here. I'm really going to look for that quartz. I believe we should be able to find some quartz by going into the mines. Although, what about, like, you know, just, you know, destroying some of this gravel? I think we do get quartz from it, actually, so maybe I don't need to stress so much. We do have the option to just get quartz from here. We are running low on, you know, tin ores though, so if we want to continue making things with bronze, we're going to need to go into the Eufaula salvage mines anyway. So there's that to consider. So I can see some of our skills that we invested in coming into play already. We had some of our stamina returned to us after a few hits. Ah, okay, right. So we actually get marble from some of these rocks. I did not know that. So I had always thought that when the game says quarry, it means that we had to go to a quarry and do the mining there. But I guess the game is trying to tell us that it is available from the act of quarrying. So, yes. My bad. Look, there's totally, an element of me just, not understanding, and definitely a lot of things just going over my head. As per all of the other games that I'm playing, that is the general experience with my playthroughs. But I do get a sense that the game doesn't explain things as well as it could. But maybe it could just be me. Okay, so we've expended a lot of our stamina already. So maybe let's not go too crazy on that. And let's come back home and let's see if we can get this one. Hang on, are we saying that we can just convert bronze blades into perfect bronze blades outright? We need fluorite for that though. So we get it from the breach, or refineries, or the civil core store. Again, we can't seem to buy anything from the civil core store right now though. Let's see. So it's the copper gear that we needed to convert into a perfect version. So now we should be able to craft these bronze blades. But can I not choose the quality of my bronze blades? Because I'm not entirely sure all of our bronze bars are the perfect versions. All of our copper gears are though. So how does this work? Are we saying that we don't really have a choice of what we craft? Okay. Yeah, alright. So, it doesn't seem like we have the ability to control whether or not we make outstanding ones or perfect ones. Or perhaps maybe the next tier work table might do that for us, but failing that, we're gonna need to find fluorite. And the only way I can think of getting fluorite is by going to the breach. So that's going to be our main activity today. We'll go to the breach, and obviously before 6 o'clock we'll try to leave. That way we're sort of ready to join the town meeting. I forget where the town meeting is going to be held actually, but we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Autofill, we'll do autofill here as well. Let's just check on all of the fuel situation. And just want to autofill stuff here. So yeah, okay. So I totally had the opportunity from way back when to literally just like cycle through all of my storage using keys here. I didn't even realize. plenty of marble as well now. It's nice. I suppose I don't really need to store any of this. Yeah, okay, bronze blades, and trying to get the bronze blades upgraded. That's the real challenge. Just trying to think of whether or not I should be getting a few things going while we're away. We may as well get these machines doing something. Tubes. Possibly. Alright. Let's go. And I think I'm going to visit the Blue Moon Saloon. Suddenly all the Halloween-style decoration is gone, since the Day of Memories is finished up yesterday night. And yeah, that was interesting, because I thought the Halloween stuff came through because potentially there may have been some kind of a Halloween update. We're a few months early for that, but that's what I thought had happened, but totally wrong. I mean, why don't we just have this eel jerky? As I do want to spend a bit of time in the breach. We didn't find fluorite last time, right? What is this? A menu for the Blue Moon Saloon. Everything looks delicious. They almost all have the word sand in the name too. Okay. I'm not entirely sure combining the word sand with any other types of food makes it sound appealing, if you know what I mean. It's like, it's definitely something that I would not want to try. Alright, let's go into the breach. Let's do what we can. Let's try and find fluorite down there. Again, as I said, we didn't find fluorite the last time we went, so... okay, this is new. Hazardous ruin upper level. Points required. What does this even mean? Layer stamina cost. 120. Recommended level 10 to 14. Alright, okay, so it gets challenging, or even more challenging, as you progress. I suppose maybe the reason why we're not seeing any of this, and this is all new to us, is because we haven't really been back to the breach since the story mission took us there. So yeah, this is the first time for us to check out what's going on in the breach, and hopefully we find what we need. So 120 stamina is consumed immediately, is that what that's saying? Because that is kind of harsh. Okay, here we go. Vending machine. Alright, so we can buy stuff from the vending machine. Oh, what? Fluorite. Okay. Again, we don't have the currency to actually buy any of this stuff. What is the deal? What about this thing? Multi-embryonic correctifier. Minimum damage plus 10%, max damage. Didn't read all of that, but anyway. Yeah, I don't really understand all of this, although maybe this lets you prepare before going into the breach proper. I think that's the case. Okay, I think these enemies actually sort of hit a little bit harder than the ones that we normally face off against up in the surface, so gotta take all of that into account. Just looking around, making sure that we're not missing anything. So, what do we get? Full moon bracelet. Old parts. Great. Alright, so I've just noticed something here as well, but strangely, the time has locked itself. I thought we were sort of still doing stuff in the morning. Why is it already 4:08? Or maybe once you go into the breach, maybe time sort of just speeds up and you automatically end up, you know, a little bit later in the day, perhaps. I don't know, guys. It's all a little bit confusing. I'm now wishing that I had brought with me something to recover some stamina, but anyway, hindsight. Again, it's my first time experiencing the breach properly compared to the last time where we had to sort of face off with the Geeglers. We've got like points, we've got 900 points. And then if you get 1800, you get B, or rank B. Hang on, I just noticed, but there's also some kind of a timer? What's the deal with that? Is that the amount of time that you can spend in here? Because if that is the case, that is kind of punishing. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen in 2 minutes, but I'm going to try and rush through as much as I can. What does this mean? Oh, actually, no. Did we just get to the next layer or something? Oh, yeah, we did. So we're at layer 2 out of 3, I think. Have we found any fluorite? I have no idea. I didn't see that room before. Oh my god. Okay. Those are haulers. Again, still not confident that I'm finding this fluorite, which is a bit of a shame. I don't know if it's worthwhile going back for these treasure chests, because it takes a while for the treasure chests to be ready to actually be salvaged. Plus, you only get that one mechanical part, and it's not like it's difficult to find those mechanical parts, to be fair. Yeah, we have taken quite a lot of damage, actually. A little bit nervous about whether or not we can actually complete layer 3. Glad that the time's frozen, though, so... we could buy a hemostat, actually. And maybe we could use that. Yeah, a couple of hemostats, why not? Okay, 2 haulers at the same time. No problems. Alright, I suppose we go through here? Alright, so we got rank S. And just like that, we get the Ruins tokens. Okay, right, so this is what we use to buy stuff at the core. Let's exit. Got a little bit more of a reward here. Plenty more stuff. Another 15 ruin tokens. And that was the upper level. So there's 3 levels in each, or 3 layers in each level. Is that what we're saying? Okay, and then I get it now. So the time basically speeds up by 4 hours. That's why we're already at 4 o'clock. If I go to another level, it's going to speed up time by another 4 hours, which we don't want to do, obviously. Interesting. And basically there are different rewards for different ranks. I see, I see. Yeah, okay. Well, let's exit the area, and let's see if we can buy those, like fluorite shards, are they? Or just... Let's see if we can buy some fluorite. Okay, back on the surface. Good to be back. Let's go to the civil core. Let's buy this fluorite, and let's use it to try and complete this commission on time. So there we go. So we got 20 fluorite. I think we only need 1 for each of those blades, I think. So we'll need 2 at the very least, but I think we have to buy them in batches. So we will need to spend 10 of our tokens. Not too happy about that, but anyway. Oh, hang on. Wait a second. Oh no, these guys stock 20, and they cost 10 token for each. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, well, we're gonna have to use all of our tokens already. Jeez. That is horrible. I forgot about this this commission board, but the Civil Corps commissions. Hazardous Ruins got you down. Send the Civil Corps in to do the dirty work for a fee. They'll gather materials for you from dangerous combat zones. The more resources you ask for, the higher your fee will be. You can lower the fee by decreasing the deadline and giving the Civil Corps more time to operate. Okay, you can tell them to explore specific areas with specific materials, or you can just ask them to go out on a general diving expedition for a more random result. You can post more than 3 commissions. You can't post more than 3 commissions. If you need something more, but the core is all tied up, you'll have to handle it yourself. Okay. Interesting. Well, we can ask them to go to the Breach Hazardous Ruins, but we don't exactly get fluorite and we don't get the tokens. So is there any point? I was more hoping that they would go into the Paradise Lost Ruins or Eufaula Mines, but it doesn't look like that's the case. I mean, do we want them to go into the Breach Hazardous Ruins? Because I can see us just doing this ourselves. Monster hunting, that might be okay. So, duration, tours. I wonder if the duration just means how many hours they'll be in there for. Oh no, oh yeah, I think so. The longer they are allowed to do their work, the lower the fee, I think. So if you want things to trickle in faster, then it costs more. Let's go with 4 hours. We'll do... Yeah, I mean, that can be quite a lot of money, but we are at 9,000 gold. It's not like we're short on the gold. We don't really have a lot of use for all of this stuff, except for maybe the raw animal skins. Maybe the meat as well. But I'm sure we'll find uses for everything else as well at some point. Let's post this. And... yeah, well, I mean, I'm just keen on learning how it all works, because... do we have to collect all of the stuff from somewhere? Like, do we have to go back to the Civil Corps to just check in on them? Or, I don't know how it works there. But anyway. The most important thing is we've got the fluorite. Everyone seems to already be gathering for this 6 o'clock meeting. But, I'm gonna dash over to the workshop. And we'll see if we can just try to get these 2 blades ready. And I think at the end of the fireside meeting, we should be able to have a chat with Chi about those 2 blades, and hopefully he should be happy with what we've come up with. So here are the 2 blades. Let's refine both of them. And yes, we'll take the new stats. So now, when we go see Chi, I think things should be all good. What can we make here? I know we've been able to make paper for a while, but we haven't exactly done that. Maybe we should just start making some paper. Who knows when we're going to actually need paper. Trying to look at everything else that's going on in the workshop here. Maybe a good idea to get things going. We don't have any ores left, So I am a little bit worried about that. We've got a supply of bronze bars, but I think we definitely need more tin. So I can't exactly do too much here. I mean, we've got a lot of stones, so why don't we make these bricks? Not that I really know what we're going to use all of these bricks for, but at least we'll have them. The meeting's about to start, so I should actually head over there very, very soon. Rubber shells. Yeah, why not? Let's go. Rubber shells. And with the grinder, I think we can do... maybe rubber tubes. Again. Alright. Let's go to this meeting, and let's see how people are reacting to this next dire situation about the trains not running. And surely there's going to be something for us to try and do to help out the town as one of the town's builders.
Them gigglers are out of control, picking apart our bridge. They're trying to destroy our way of life and drain our water hole. It only stands to reason that their end goal is world domination and the end of civilization as we know it.
Okay, that's that's pretty extreme.
Everything you've just said is wrong, Cooper. The Gigglers are just trying to survive. They likely fear us more than we fear them.
If and that's the case, why come they went and attacked your farm?
Settle down, everyone. I think most of us are here now. Before we jump to conclusions, let's hear all the facts.
Allow me, Burgess.
Oh, sure. I was pretty much done anyway.
People of Sandrock, the light has taken upon itself to test us with yet another challenge. Another menace to disturb the peace in this town. First Logan and his gang, and now this. In the past, those Gigglers have hit us where it hurts. But we Sandrockers, through love and determination, we got back up again. We tightened our belts. Every brother and sister here aided and received aid in kind. And then, we danced away our sorrows.
Alright, this Matilda really likes a nice inspiring speech, doesn't she?
We turned crisis into laughter. But I'm afraid, folks, this time, we cannot turn the other cheek. That bridge is our lifeline to the outside world. This aggression will not stand. Meanwhile, the Alliance Council in Atara, according to our representative Grigorsic, are sitting around in their big building, twiddling their thumbs, sipping fancy tea, while Sandrock dries up into a piddling hole in the ground. This is a local issue. Why should they care? Now we could just sit around and wait for them to get their act together and send help. Or we could solve it ourselves. Way I see it, the course of action is clear. We send the Civil Corps into Gecko Station to clear the Gigglers out. Then, once the coast is clear, we send in our builders to reinforce that rickety bridge. We'll have our water supply back in no time.
Nice. So get to check out this Gecko Station, which will be, I believe, another, like, ruin that we can explore, if I'm not mistaken. It's probably not a hazardous ruin, but it is a normal ruin for ruin diving.
I reckon it's gonna be us or them. And from where I'm standing, it ain't gonna be us. Who's with me? I hereby authorize Sheriff Justice to come up with a plan. And then we will act. We will protect our Sandrock. Sheriff, it's all up to you now.
Alright. So, I guess the plan is we're going to war against the Geeglers. I guess that's a little bit dire, but essentially we are going to be trying to flush them out of Gecko Station, and from there try to solve any other problems that might crop up. You know, Sheriff Justice is sort of running... I don't know where he's running. I don't know why he needs to go there specifically, but anyway. We've still got 160 stamina to use. It is getting late, but I figure we hit a few more rocks. Considering what we had to go through with the quartz, maybe we should hit a few more hard rocks and gravel just to find more. And I'm really happy that we now know actually how to find marble ourselves, because I think I've asked you guys on many occasions, and I haven't actually seen any replies on that just yet. Perhaps maybe it's a little bit too early, because as usual I'm several episodes in from where you guys are at, but I'm glad I sort of sorted that thing out myself as well, and I sort of know how things work now, so... but yeah, I'm just finding that oftentimes it's kind of difficult to find where you source certain things. Sometimes it's very clear and it's very easy to know what to do. But then other times it's very, very confusing. Okay, 20 more. Maybe we should just rummage around this stone pile. I don't think that's going to completely deplete everything. Maybe the rubber scraps. Okay. We needed just a little bit more. High wind fried rice. Will that give us some stamina? Although... is it really worth eating right now? I don't want to recover that much stamina. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to leave it for now, and we'll have a sleep. Oh, actually, there's a cheese commission. Almost forgot about that. 18 hours. Yeah, if we sleep, we can complete the commission first thing in the morning. So let's go ahead and do that. Just looking at all of our machines here. Let's maybe get the recycler going. Yeah, let's get the wood scrap chugging away. I don't know, I'm sort of thinking about whether or not I want, like, another recycler. But is that really necessary? I don't know. Alright, I think in the next episode we'll probably spend a little bit of time ruin diving once more. Not only do we need all those tin ores and copper ores, but there's a few relics that we still haven't been able to combine either. So yes, definitely a need to continue relic hunting. Alright, so we got something that said Justice picked up our commission. Okay, we've got a dance-off going today, apparently. So...
Howdy!
Hey, there's my favorite builder. Got a minute to chat about your workshop rating? Need to relay a couple of things your way. Sure. Oh, silly me. Would you look at that? I was holding the wrong form. It looks like you're actually running a tight ship here at whatever it is your workshop was called. Your workshop rating is ranked 2 this month. Well done, builder. Now, I have to get after Mian. With me and you in the top position, that makes her the lowest rated builder in Sandrock. Can you believe that? If you get time, why don't you speak with her? Try to be a positive role model. Well, good chat, builder. Keep up the good work, and who knows, you might even get promoted to senior builder or something. I'll think of a title if I need to. So long. Alright. There comes the train. I thought we weren't getting any more trains. Anyway, there's more mail here as well. Let me just take a look at our commission requirements here. We've got 9 hours to do this in. I know Chi's probably still sleeping, but you know, I don't really care. I'm gonna wake him up and give him his blades because it's been a long time coming. Dear Blue, congratulations, your workshop took 2nd place last month in our seasonal workshop rating event. That means you've overcome all competition except for me, of course, and spread a lot of telesis in the process. Not to mention, you put that Mian in her place. Good on you for that. Frankly, I don't much care for her cocky attitude. Glad you managed to take her down a peg. Enclosed are rewards for your bang-up job, or bang-up performance. What are these? 40 commerce badges. Okay, so again, this is some form of currency. We get some water out of that. 600 gold. And yeah, this is from Mian, of course. I don't really understand why he doesn't really like Mian, but anyway. And there's something from the Civil Corps. I think this is about the commission, perhaps? Oh no, maybe this is about what we're going to do about those Geeglers. Hey Blue, Minister Matilda, the acting mayor, has tasked the Civil Corps with clearing out the Geeglers from the station across the canyon at last night's fireside. Me and the crew are formulating a plan, and we're going to need some builder magic to make it happen. Drop by our office soon. Okay, cool. Well, we will participate, obviously. Well, that is kind of the main mission. But I figure we'll give the main mission a little bit of a rest until we get everything else sorted that we need to sort of sort out. We've got some food here, which I sort of want to drop. A techno calendar. Okay. What is this? Furniture. Right. Do I want to just put this away somewhere? Because I don't really want to have to carry it with me constantly. I don't exactly have a table to put it on. Alright, I guess I need a table before I can actually put this down. Is that what the game is trying to tell me? It doesn't exactly say anything. We got a steel bar. Okay, we've not seen any iron ore or anything like that just yet. Let's just sort out our inventory. And I suppose we're gonna have to carry a few things with us. Just trying to think if there's anything we can just store manually. Full moon bracelet. Okay, we'll try and wear this. I think we're within level requirements, so that's fine. And yeah, we've got a few other bits and pieces here. Okay, we don't have any space for that. That's fine, I'll just chuck it there. Dregs can be chucked in somewhere else. Let's not worry about the stuff going on in the workshop just yet. We don't have ores and stuff like that to start processing. Let's go see Chi. Yes, there's the matter of learning how to farm. So I think if there's any, you know, main mission that we're going to continue first, it's going to be the farming. Actually, sorry guys. I figure maybe it's better if we see Chi first about his, what's this? A dance-off. Okay, right. Festival store. Alright, I guess this is some currency that we get after we do festival related stuff. So I'm guessing maybe with the dance off, if we do really well, we can get some of this currency and then buy some of this stuff. I don't know what time the dance off is going to be. Is there a sign that says anything about that? Not really. But this area looks like where the dance off is happening. And I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of a mini game there. My guess is it might be at like 1, or would it be at like some late hour, like 6 maybe? I don't know why I said 1, guys. For some reason, 1 o'clock seems like a good time for a dance off in my mind.
Hey there.
Alright. Here are your blades, my friend.
Thank you.
Appears usable. Oh, thanks. Nice, and we got more than 1,000 goals from that one. I am really happy about that. How are we going with research? Okay, we've still got one more day remaining on that. We're not really in a hurry, although if we can get the refiner to make some of the stuff that we needed yesterday, even quartz and stuff, then, you know, that'll be really, really good. Very handy to have. So we'll definitely check that out. We've got a lot of cash. 10,000 goals. I'm thinking, do we want to upgrade our workshop even more? Because we can do with even more space, I would say. Let's check. So yeah, we can go with a level 3 yard for 3,000 goals. I mean, why not? Now, this is probably where we would start thinking about, like, you know, shifting the house somewhere, etc., etc. Maybe we've got to see, I forget the name of the architect, about planning things a little bit better. But for now, maybe we can just, you know, put things against the fencing. And that might be a good start. That way we should be able to fit a few more machines and stuff. Does it make sense to do something like that? I think so. I mean, what we had going on before seemed a little bit odd. Pick that up, and does it fit in this corner? I think it does. Good stuff. Alright. I won't move the recycler, because I think the recycler is in the right spot. And if anything, we could probably get 2 recyclers going at the same time to just speed up the process of recycling stuff. Speaking of recycling stuff, need to chuck fuel in there. Alright, good times. I think I'm gonna call it an episode here, guys. Gonna take a break, but when we come back, I think we're gonna spend the day looking into, you know, the Eufaula mines. Try to find all of the ores, all of the relics, and yeah, there's that dance-off as well that we have to participate in, so we'll try and join that and see what happens. Alright guys, as usual, leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.